Okay, welcome, welcome to Positivity is the way to go. My guest today, he a big Cleveland Browns fan. He a big Cleveland fan, even though they losers at the moment, and they let him down. Welcome, my guest today, Chris Alexander. How's it going, man? How's
What up?
morale in Cleveland right now, man?
What up,
After that
Dion?
brutal season, then you fired, and then it was Black Monday when you fired your coach.
It was gonna happen. I think halfway through the season we knew it was gonna happen. Um, it was something that needed to be done. Kevin Stefanski just wasn't it. We saw midway through the season that he just didn't have that locker room. He did not have the leadership skills that the Browns needed. Yeah, he's a leader. He'll probably go somewhere. What you're about to say, he'll. It won't be long till he gets hired, and that's true. He'll get picked up. He'll probably be able to lead another team, but it just wasn't what the Browns needed. He's been there for 6 years, two playoff appearances, one playoff win. That's it. That's not good enough. Look at Pete Carroll for the Raiders. He got fired after one season. A lot of Kevin Stefanski is lucky he got the 6 years because a lot of coaches don't even get that. Raheem Morris, I don't know how many years he gave, 2 years, whatever. Um, it's a quick trigger nowadays, and I don't know if I can say that word, but it's quick. They get rid of you. It's a quick hook. They get you up out of there quick. If you're not winning, if you're not bringing a culture, if you're not even showing that in the next couple of years you might have a chance to win. Things just didn't work in Cleveland for Stefanski.
Well, they went through 13 quarterbacks in 6 seasons, and then he was 45 56. That was the biggest problem. He couldn't develop a quarterback. He never had the quarterback ever, and that was his problem. If he would have had a quarterback, he would still have a job. He needed somebody like Lamar Jackson, Josh Allen. As a coach, you get paid to develop the quarterback. You based on that. That's how that win you games or they get you fired. And he
Yeah,
didn't do
Dion.
that. And
You
that
just
was the
made my
biggest
point.
problem.
You just made
If
my
he
point.
would, yeah, the thing is, if he go to the Giants, he'll have Jackson Dart. He'll have an established quarterback. And that'd be a big difference for him and stuff. Because he couldn't handle Cleveland. Cleveland is an easy place to play. I mean, they don't have a lot of hesitation. Imagine if Cleveland did what Mike Tomlin do every year with Pittsburgh. They would take that right now. They'll say, sure, we'll win the season every year, get to the playoffs.
I think we had an opportunity to get someone like a Mike Tomlin years ago, but we settled on Kevin Stefanski, who was unproven as a head coach. He had no previous experience as a head coach. He came over from what, the Vikings as their
Yeah,
offensive coordinator. And
yeah.
for
Well,
some reason they gave him a chance, which coaches do need a chance, but he just wasn't it. He was too soft spoken to really make an impact on any of those players, offense, defense, special teams, even with the coaches. I would have taken Jim Schwartz, the defensive coordinator, and made him the head coach before Stefanski, because at least he will let people know how he feels about them not caring how they feel once he says something.
well,
Um,
well,
Go ahead.
well, Kevin Stefanski, he never talked to the media, man. Like we never heard like his press conference and stuff, man. He seemed like he was nonchalant. It seemed like he didn't want to be in Cleveland anyway, And then the ownership is very bad. I think Cleveland needs to restructure everything, man. That's like the Vegas Raiders. I think Cleveland need to
I,
clean house. I mean, Jimmy Haslam, Cleveland been there a long time. They was the Cleveland Ravens, and then Baltimore left and went to Baltimore. So I think that they have endured enough. I mean, y'all got Miles Garrett, the best defensive player in the league, the sack leader, the guy dating Chloe Kim. And I mean, y'all wasting his talent like y'all did with Joe Thomas. I mean,
yeah, but
how many careers you gonna waste in Cleveland? A million?
look, all that is talking points, man. You know what I'm saying? If a team is not good, they ain't good. The Browns didn't figure it out. You mentioned the ownership. how are we gonna get rid of the ownership? That's that's
Well,
that's Haslam's team. That's
well,
Haslam's team.
well, yeah, but Jimmy Haslam not a good owner though. He not. I
No,
mean,
he's not.
y'all draft good with defense players, but y'all can't draft offensive players. Y'all only got Harold Fenton from Bowling Green, the tight end. He the only person on your O line on your offense that was good. And your offense line was atrocious this year.
Let's bring
Couldn't
it back.
nobody play behind that O line.
Let's bring it back. You said that they can draft. They cannot draft. This one year where they did draft um, Mason Graham from Michigan, defensive player. They drafted Carson Schlesinger from UCLA. They drafted um, Quinshawn Judkins from Ohio State, the running back. They drafted Harold Fannin and Dylan Sampson. And, those are some good offensive pieces. But Quinshawn got hurt. I think Dylan Sampson had been in and out, hurt. Harold Fannin got hurt. Schlesinger was limping around the last couple of games against Pittsburgh last week. He was limping around. We were like, yo, you going to finish the game? Get out the game. You're playing in a game for the rest of the season that means nothing. But he finished out. He did his thing. He's a great player. Mason Graham improved. But this is one year. Years prior to this, they cannot draft. They have not done anything. They have not done anything in the draft. And yeah, they didn't clean house. So Andrew Berry is back. So who are they going to hire? How is this going to be? What's going to be any different from Kevin Stefanski? Yeah, they're going to get a coach, a nice head coach in there. Hopefully, if he wants to bring in his own assistant coaches, we'll see how that goes. But Andrew Berry's still there. So he got to make some
Well,
moves. But
I like to see Bill Belichick in Cleveland. I mean, he a no nonsense coach, and then they'll give him control. I think
yeah,
he'll be a good he'll be a good stopgap for y'all for 2 4 years, and then he go be the leading coach past Mike Shula.
yeah, I don't think we're looking for a stopgap. I don't think we're looking for somebody to come in for 2 years. We're looking for whoever, like the Mike Tomlin, who you
Well,
mentioned
Brian
earlier.
Dable, you get Brian Dable, and you get Brian
What's this
Dable as
fascination with
OC.
Dayball?
Well, he gonna be the OC. He coached Josh Allen,
Okay.
and so he gonna be the OC, and then you gonna have Brian Flores as the coach.
But things didn't work out for Dayball in New York. And
No,
he
but
had a young,
he'll be the OC though. He's the coach there. He's the CEO. Big difference.
but
Look at Josh McDaniels. Josh McDaniels never no good coach, but he a heck of an offensive coordinator. And look what
would
he
tell
doing
that to
with
Kevin
Drake May
Stefanski.
do.
Tell that to Kevin Stefanski, who was the head coach with the Browns and was also trying to call the plays
Well,
until the fans, until
he'll be a better offensive coordinator than a coach. Sometimes you can't be a good CEO. Sometimes it's better
Stefanski.
that. Well, yeah, he can be a good coordinator.
So you don't think Kevin Stefanski would be a good head coach somewhere else?
Well, it depends on who we got as quarterback. If we got a quarterback, then things may be different for him.
If I have a good quarterback, things would be different for me. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah, well,
I'm asking.
I just think,
So with the Browns, so it was a good firing, huh? Because they didn't have any quarterback.
well,
What you say Shador's not it. So
Well, of course the door not here because the thing is though, I think they're gonna probably start Deshaun Watson. I think they should have kept Jameis Winston and everything. I think they
that,
should have had a stopgap last year. They wanted Dylan Gabriel to be the guy. He wasn't the guy. They wanted Shador Sanders to be the guy, and he was okay. He wasn't great. So they still
they
don't know who the quarterback is.
what they're trying to do is even we can head back to man, I'm sorry about that. We can head back to Jacoby Brissett days a couple years back where he came in and he kind of held it down. He left, went to Arizona and lit it up this year. Jameis did his thing last year. Yeah, he threw a lot of picks. And Jacoby throws a lot of picks also. But Jameis threw a lot of picks, but he got them some decent wins, and he was really good for the locker room. Um, I don't know. For some reason, they're looking for that young hotshot quarterback, and I don't know where it is. If it's not Shador, I don't know what it is. They for some reason they drafted Dylan Gabriel,
You
and that was
know,
kind of a disaster.
I think a good idea would be to get Kyler Murray, man. Kyler Murray is not that bad.
Kyler Murray, I don't know if I can see him in Cleveland. It's cold in Cleveland. He coming from Arizona. I don't know how he's
Yeah,
going to do in that weather. You know what I'm saying? He's too
well,
small. He's small. Can he get it down the field? But then again, you got to look at the talent. Yeah, Harold Fannin and
well, he
Joku is
won
still
a
there.
well. Kyler Murray got them to the playoffs, though. So he
They have
good
players.
when. Well, yeah, they had Larry Fitzgerald, all. But the thing is, though,
But
I think Kyler Murray is better than what Cleveland got on their roster right now. I mean,
yeah,
he
but who
better.
he going to throw the ball to? Jerry Judy?
Well, yeah. Well, yeah, he can't catch anything. But
Hey,
Cleveland,
if
but Chris,
Kyler Murray,
y'all did beat Joe Burrow yesterday, so that's something to be happy about.
no, our defense beat Joe Burrow. You see them defensive plays.
Well, yeah,
Miles Garrett got that.
they got an interception and they got a pick six,
They got a pick six, yeah, and then they got
and
a
they got
fumble
the field goal
recovery.
at the end, man.
Yep, fumble recovery, ran it back, and then I think our Smith, our kicker, kicked two field goals. So the
Yeah,
offense didn't score.
I don't know how the Ravens did not get to kick that field goal to beat Pittsburgh. I mean, what's wrong with these kickers today, man?
The kicker on the Ravens said that he knew once on contact, he knew that that was off. I mean,
Well, you know what
I
they
just
should have
knew that
did?
was going to beat him.
I would have ran Derrick Henry and got 6 more yards.
That
They didn't do that. It was 20 seconds left in the game. I think that was
they were
bad
trying to
flight of
line it up.
management. Well,
Yup, they
yeah,
were trying to line it up.
you run the ball, and then you clock it real quick. You have 6 seconds to do it, and you would have had
I
six more
wouldn't
yards.
I wouldn't have let Henry run it. As
Well,
much as
let
he been
Lamar run
fumbling,
it. Well, let Lamar run
Lamar
it,
or that other
or
running
throw a
back,
pass,
Keaton Mitchell or
or throw it.
whatever.
Yeah, and get like 10 more yards. I mean, come on now. If they would have
I
got
probably
more
would have
yards,
I
if,
probably would have
if
tried to Zay Flowers in the round or something. I don't know.
well,
That's going behind the
yeah.
line. But
Well,
Derrick Henry has been fumbling. He's been a fumbling machine. I
well,
don't know if I trust him.
I trust him. He got 112 yards in the first two in the
No,
first quarter. Last week he
in
got 230 yards.
right. In that situation, I don't know if
So
I would have
I trust Derrick Henry in that
I
situation.
I don't know in that situation if I would trust him because he's fumbled many a times and recently. Didn't he fumble against Green Bay? I don't know. But
No, it
I
was against
no,
Detroit.
Detroit, yeah, he was running the
Yeah.
ball crazy against Green Bay.
Well,
But
yeah,
yeah,
but he don't. But Derrick Henry when he rolling though he rolling. He the bell cow every team need.
I agree. I agree. When he rolling. But
Yeah.
I would have done something differently than what they did last night to line it up for their kicker. I don't
Yeah,
know.
but
And he ended up missing.
if he would have had 10 more yards, I think he would have made it. It was a
Yeah,
44-yard field goal. Imagine if it was
I agree.
34. It would have been less press off him. That's what I was saying. Throw a pass or run the ball.
I got you. Yeah.
Don't kill the 20 seconds. I mean, you trying to win the division. I think they played too conservative. They
It's a
should have been
shame.
more
That's
aggressive.
well, they ain't the only team. Like there are teams in this league that just don't know how to. I don't know. I can't say that about these coaches. Harbaugh's been coaching for years. Tomlin, but sometimes even Green Bay, LaFleur, it seems like Green Bay, the Packers get up and then they just do something and just kind of get lackadaisical, and then
Yeah, but
teams will come back.
well, yeah, that's why you got to be aggressive with your play calling. You got to make sure that the field goal is easier for the kicker. Like some of these fields. I mean, they not like good. Some of these turf. At
No,
these
I
stadiums
think
and stuff.
no, I think what it is these coaches are like, okay, we got these kickers that we pay a whole bunch of money. Okay, we gonna need them to make a 40, 50-yard field goal.
But
And
that was
not
the first
even
field. That was the first field goal he missed. That was 40 yards or more. He
when you see
made them all
Chris,
year. He made them all year this year.
well, the reason why they almost had a chance to win last night, the
Yeah, he
Ravens,
missed
is
the extra
because
point. He missed the extra
is
point.
yeah, Boswell. See, but
Yeah,
this dude is nice. Boswell, he missed the extra point. They almost lost. Almost, yeah, ain't good enough, but these kickers have been missing. They've been missing
Yeah,
lately.
but you know they're gonna blame it on Lamar though, because the quarterback is always they fault when they lose.
Well, I heard that either Harbaugh's going to go or Lamar's going to go.
Well, they're not gonna get rid of Lamar. They always gonna get rid of the coach. It's like the NBA, you know. We're gonna talk
They
about your Cavs in a little bit. They struggling this year, man. But
they
it's
they underachieving.
yeah, with all that talent, yeah, y'all was number one seed.
They underachieving.
The
I
East
think
is
they look.
the East is
Go ahead.
wide open, Chris. If you can't make it to the East Conference this year, y'all really need to get their heads checked. Because I don't know how in the world do you not win and face the Knicks in the Eastern Conference Finals. The Bucks in disarray. The Bulls not that good. Atlanta not that good. Toronto, yeah, they young, they coming on. But you got Orlando, yeah, they all right, you know. And you got
Pistons.
Indiana, they don't have Halliburton. Oh, but a dark horse in the East right now is Boston. Jalen
Yeah,
Brown been
Boston.
playing. And man,
Yeah,
if they get
he
Tatum
been
back,
snapping.
I think Boston and the Knicks gonna be at the Eastern Conference Finals. And I think that you better watch out in the East with Jalen Brown, man. I mean, he did win an MVP, and they got the pedigree, you know.
It's
And
still
then
it's still early, man. It's still
and
early.
imagine if they get Jason Tatum back, man.
There's still a whole
They
bunch of
gonna be
basketball to be played. A
well. I
whole
think
bunch.
Cleveland need to make a trade though, man. I
They probably
mean,
will.
y'all
Who
not
would you
good
trade?
enough. No, I'm saying you need to trade for a player. I mean,
That's what I'm saying.
Darius Garden good, you know, Mobley, Allen good. I think y'all need to trade maybe Strus or something or Dane Wade, you know,
For
because
who?
y'all got to get better defensively. Y'all and Donovan
So for a
Mitchell is
defensive
not
player.
well, yeah, and Donovan Mitchell is not a number one player on the team. You ain't gonna win with him being your star player. He didn't win with Utah. He was a star player. They didn't win. He's not a number one guy. You know, I'm just being honest.
Wait, Donovan is a number one guy. They just don't
Well,
have the pieces around him that he needs.
well,
He
yeah,
Donovan is a that's how it
well,
was in Utah.
yeah. That's why Donovan need to get out of Cleveland, maybe, and he need to play with it. Y'all need another star player. That Darius Garden is good, but y'all
Wait,
definitely need another star player, man.
all right, wait. So do we need to get rid of Strus or um one of the other players for a defensive player, and we need to get rid of Darius Garland for another player,
Well,
like a
no,
star?
y'all do need a starter. I mean, Donovan Mitchell, he have proven time and time again with Utah and Cleveland that he cannot get it done in playoffs. He have not got past the second round in his whole career, and he been having a good career. He a Hall of Fame player. You know, he can score the ball, but he
Okay.
need help though.
Yeah, so he needed help in Utah, right?
Yeah, and he need help right now with Cleveland. I
Okay,
mean,
but
he don't
we,
got
you,
no he don't got no y'all don't got no Jordan Clarkson, you know, for the Knicks or Miles McBride and stuff, you know.
but Jordan Clarkson was on that team with Donovan in
Well,
Utah.
yeah, y'all. I don't know Cleveland. I don't know why y'all struggling this year. Y'all lost to the Bulls. Come on,
Yeah,
man.
and then they
Y'all
also
lost
came
like
back and beat Denver. They beat
Denver was without
Phoenix.
Jokic. Stop it,
They
Chris.
beat the
Denver.
Spurs. Oh, they had Wemby with the Spurs.
Well, yeah, but he had got hurt though. He
He got
had
hurt
hurt his
after that
ankle.
game.
Well, yeah, and then Jokic was out, you know, so y'all not gonna
True.
get credit for the best player in the NBA not playing Chris.
It happens. What I said last year when we talked going into the NBA playoffs is injuries are going to play a real big
Well,
part.
y'all don't have no excuses this year though, Chris. With the East being wide open, y'all don't have no excuses. Y'all like the Buffalo Bills. The Buffalo Bills don't. Allen don't got Mahomes or Jackson. He don't have no excuses now to get to the Super Bowl. Cleveland
Wait,
the same way. Y'all don't got
the
no
Buffalo
excuses.
Bills made it to the Super Bowl like 6 years and didn't win it all. Four
No,
years in a row.
I'm talking about right now. Cleveland don't have no excuse to not to get to the East Conference Final. And all Charles
Why
Barkley
don't
said
they?
it, Kenny
Why
Smith, the inside the NBA been saying it. Y'all don't have
let
no
them
excuses.
Don't get your talking points from Kenny Smith and Charles Barkley and Shaq. No, speak it what you really see. What is it?
I don't
Some of
think
these teams
y'all
are just better teams than the Cavs.
yeah, but
The
I don't
Knicks
think
got a
y'all
squad
yeah, but I don't think y'all know it's Houston now to be in the East Conference Finals. Because I mean, all the polls out there said that Cleveland and New York was the top two teams that's going to be representing the East in the conference finals.
just because the polls say that don't mean what everything lines up. That don't mean nothing. The Detroit Pistons got
So,
something to say about that. The Celtics got something to say about that.
well,
Just because Tyler Halliburton, just because Tyler
the,
Halliburton is not playing this year, don't mean okay. Now the Cleveland Cavs can go back and win it all.
well,
Who
well,
knows?
I got OKC winning it all anyway. Oklahoma City Thunder. I think
I
they
don't
going
know
back to
about that.
back. I think
I don't
so.
know. I mean,
I
again,
think so.
injuries, maybe with injuries, but watch those Spurs, man. The Spurs
Oh,
are
yeah,
they
well,
get
that's the kryptonite of the Thunder because they beat the Thunder three times this
three
year.
times.
So
Yup,
yeah,
yup.
the Spurs, the Spurs the only contest to the Thunder though. I think they're gonna wipe the floor with the Nuggets. Sorry, Jokic, and I think they're gonna wipe the floor with the Thunder because I mean KD good, and they got Sengun and stuff, but
Give me the
SGA that
Rockets.
boy bad man, that boy bad.
Yeah,
SGA
yeah.
he a killer man, and they gonna have and Jalen Williams back and they young. KD can't run
If
off the floor with those young boys. Sorry, you a good
if the
scorer, but
Rockets if the Rockets make a move, they got KD. If they make a move, I like Reed Shepard. Shepard is nice.
yeah,
If
but
they
he not
make a
no point
move,
guard though. They need a point
if
guard. They should have got a
if they
point
make
guard
a
with
move,
Sergeant Reed. For a
if they
point
make a
guard, yeah.
move, if they make a move and get a point guard, move Reed to the shooting guard to come off the bench or whatever, they're gonna be all right. So
Well,
they need
yeah.
they're a point guard away, I
You
think.
know who you know who they should get? Go get Russell Westbrook. I mean,
I like that. I would like that. But Russell have to he passes,
yeah, but
he's toned
he
down.
don't care. Russell don't care. He just want to win. He in
See.
purgatory in Sacramento, man. Sacramento ain't going nowhere. They
I
gonna
don't
trade
know why
away.
everybody went there. I
They
mean,
gonna
I know
trade.
some players got traded.
They gonna trade away Zach Levine or DeMar DeRozan, and they gonna tear it down. From
Ain't
all
it
the reports
crazy?
I heard
I
from Chris Haynes. He said that they may trade the Demonis Sabonis.
oh, Sabonis would be nice in Cleveland.
Well, yeah, he would be.
Look at that. He'd be
But
nice in Cleveland.
I think y'all. You know who the dark horse is for Cleveland? Alonzo Ball.
Yeah,
If
he
he
ain't
can
been
play
playing that well.
good, man, y'all, if he can play good, y'all to have that person that y'all need to support Donovan off the bench. I think y'all struggle at times with Donovan on the court. Offensively, y'all become stagnant. Because I
What
mean the big is good.
that's how the Cavs used to play with LeBron. Whenever LeBron
Yeah,
would leave the floor and rest, that's when the teams would make their move.
well, yeah,
Just
that's why
like
y'all need. Yeah, that's why y'all need. Cause that's why y'all need Lonzo to step up. Y'all need some bench people. Cause last year y'all bench was killing it, man. This year y'all too relying on Donovan, man. And I mean he wasn't playing and stuff. That's how he got hurt last year
we got a
against the
weaker bench.
Patriots.
We got a weaker bench this year. We got a
Well,
weaker
yeah, and
bench.
that's the biggest problem with Cleveland. Cause
And
guess what? Y'all don't got nobody to come in and get that scoring punch like y'all did last year.
but also Strus is hurt. So once Strus comes back, that'll put
And you get
somebody on the
Lonzo, and
bench.
you got to get Lonzo going. You got to get Lonzo
Lon
going, and he's the big key.
Lonzo has been off so far. We thought, and yeah, I think a lot of people thought that he was going to come in and he was going to shine a little bit because he's been playing well lately. Before this year, but this dude can't make a three. I don't know. He just like not it. He's not doing it.
If
He's missing a
if
lot of
you get
shots.
well, that's why y'all. That's why y'all. It would have been good if y'all would have had somebody like Jordan Clarkson. I mean, he doing really good for the Knicks because they don't need him. All they need him to do is score. He can put up 30 points a game for them because
That's
they
what he
got
was doing in
Jalen
Utah.
Brunson. Well, yeah, and the thing is, the Knicks are a better team. That's why everybody's saying that the Knicks gonna be the represent the East because they got players like Jordan Clarkson off the bench. They got
They,
Mitchell Robinson off the bench. They got Carl Anthony Towns, and they got
they,
Jalen Brunson.
they
They
got
stacked, man. And then
they got
The East is
all the
them.
players they need in position.
Well, yeah,
You
and
didn't
Tom
even
Thibodeau.
mention Josh Hart,
Well, yeah, and then they don't got Tom Thibodeau to burn out the players with all those minutes.
true.
So they're gonna be
Mike
more
Brown.
realistic. Yeah, Tom Thibodeau, he had to go, man. He ain't he run his players in the ground. He did that with the Bulls.
Mike
Everything was good
Brown.
with it. Well, yeah,
Yeah,
Mike Brown a better coach.
he's a great pickup. He's a great. Whoever thought to bring him in, obviously their upper management of that was the GM, whatever. That was a great pickup.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
Cleveland season gonna get derailed because they bench not like last year. That's what's going to be y'all downfall this year. And why
What is
y'all
it?
not going the
The
bench is
bench.
not good. The bench not being good, that's gonna kill y'all season.
They trying to figure it out, but yeah, I mean, but again, don't just let that injuries every year play a part.
Yeah,
So
I know that, but I'm just saying though, in sports, it's the next man up mentality. They don't care, Chris. They don't care if Mahomes out next year and Kansas City lost fast straight game. They don't care. This the NFL, the NBA. These are professional
no,
sports leagues,
no,
and
no,
they get
no.
paid.
You
They
missing
get
my
paid.
point. You
I know.
missing my
I'm
point.
not.
My thing is, yeah, teams get you saying that about the Cavs bench. Teams get certain players get hurt. Let's just
I,
say Jalen Brown goes down. Then that's what giving or Jalen Brunson for the Knicks goes down. I was saying Jalen
well, yeah,
Brown for
they season gonna be over with.
you never know, and not to say never wishing anything bad on anyone, but injuries are a part of the game, whether it's football, baseball, basketball, any of that. So let's just see how things play out. We can predict anything we want, but we just have to wait and see. So I
And
mean,
you
the
know who
Cavs I
you need
think
to
are in a
watch
good
out
position.
for? Watch out for Philadelphia, man. BJ
Yeah,
Escom, Tyrese Maxey, and then they got Embiid on load management. Embiid gonna be well rested for the playoffs. See,
yeah,
they doing a smart play. They should have did that. They should have did that last year. You keep
true.
on helping for the playoffs. That's what they did with Kawhi Leonard with Toronto and San Antonio. They
Yeah,
kept them healthy for the playoffs, and then guess what? They won championships.
they're a
That's what you
dark
got to
horse.
do, man. Yeah, well, yeah. The Sixers, they gonna sneak up on some people, man. BJ Escom from Baylor, he been killing it, man.
Which
They got a bright future.
all right, so the Bucks, you already mentioned the Bucks ain't it. What you think
Well,
they're gonna
yeah.
do with Giannis?
Well, I think Giannis want to go to the Knicks. He want to go to the Knicks.
So obviously the Bucks are going to try to get something for him. So if they try to
Well,
trade him,
well, it depends on if he want out. If Giannis want out, then they gonna do. Then they ain't gonna have no choice. He ain't gonna. You can't have no James Harden situation with the Bucks. I mean, he won y'all the championship. Y'all got to honor what Giannis won.
Giannis don't have a no trade clause, I don't think, does he?
I don't know, Chris, but you
Because
know,
the thing about it is if it's coming up and he's not making a decision, you hear all this stuff here in Milwaukee, like, yo, he don't want to
well,
be here.
they gave him everything though, man. I mean, they gave him both his brothers on the team. They gave him Miles Turner. They got rid of Littler. You know, they got Doc Rivers as the coach. I mean, they've been kissing his butt all this time.
Something
You
just
mean,
ain't working though.
well, the thing is, I think Giannis don't want to be there, and I think they need to trade him and get Carl Anthony Towns and ransack the Knicks. I mean, y'all got Miles Turner. Imagine having Carl Anthony Towns, and then you get some draft picks, and then you get Miles Bridges. You get Mikal Bridges. That's
So
building block.
so Mikal Bridges and Carl Anthony Towns for
Well,
Giannis.
yeah. Well,
Or
Giannis
however that
top
works.
out. Well, yeah, well, you got to make him work with the money. I'm not Bobby Marks, Chris. I'm not a front office insider. You know, I don't do the trade thing like free agency.
Uh, I'm just trying to see who for who.
Yeah, but
All right.
Giannis. But I think Golden State should go get Giannis though.
Yeah. Yeah, he'd be
He'll
good
be
with
real
stepping them
good,
real quick.
man. Yeah,
Yeah.
they'll win the ship right now with Giannis.
I
Because
think they'd be close. They'd be close.
well, yeah,
I don't know if
I think that
you
they
think
can
that
win. Giannis top five in the league, man. He a
yeah, but
dominant player, man. Can't nobody
it,
stop him when he good.
I just can't see that young OKC team not doing their thing. They got some 7 footers of
Yeah,
their
but
own.
if you have Steph Curry and Giannis together, two top five players in the league.
Don't forget Jimmy. Jimmy's over there. Uh-oh. You straight, Dion? I think you froze, man. Real quick, I'm gonna take this time. Ohio State. Ohio State will be back next year. Ohio State Buckeyes will be back next year. Illinois State Redbirds on TV tonight, 6:30 against Montana State for the
Chris, I'm right
FB
here, Chris.
for the let's go Illinois
Chris,
State.
don't
All right,
nobody
my
care
fault.
about no FCS, Chris. You know the NFL is. Don't nobody care about
Ah,
no Illinois State, man. The Redbirds.
let's
They
go
at the lower
Redbirds.
division. They only care when North Dakota State good.
Ah,
They don't even care about Montana State. They don't care who win.
we have to go and beat up North Dakota State too in the playoffs by
Yeah, but
29-28.
North Dakota, yeah, but North Dakota State got Carson Wentz, Easton Stick, and they got Chris Kleiman. They the win this franchise in the FCS. They the
Not
only
this
team that
year.
people care about
Not
in the
this year.
FCS. Yeah,
I
well,
got
one year they gonna be
I
back
got a
next year.
neighbor. I got a neighbor that lived down the street. He had his North Dakota State flag on his house. Once they lost, he took that thing off. I'm like, let's go. I don't have an Illinois State flag. I don't even do that. I don't need to do that corny
You
stuff.
went
But
to Illinois State, Chris?
yeah, I'm an alum, dog. I'm a
Oh,
Redbird. Come
okay.
on. Go
Then why you
Redbird.
don't? Then why I don't never see you at no games?
You'll never see me at any games. Do you see anyone at any games?
Well, no, you go to a
And I live in
football game.
Milwaukee. I
You
live
could
in
you could go to
Milwaukee.
you could go
You
to
know how
normal
long ago
Illinois
I
for a game. You could
you
go. You alumni. Come on, Chris.
you know how long ago it's been since I've been to Normal,
80
Illinois,
years. It's been
Bloomington
80
Normal?
years.
Let
It's
them
been
play
80
Marquette.
years.
I'll be at that game. They'll
Okay.
probably
All
beat
right.
Marquette
Yeah.
this year too. Go ahead, my
Yeah.
bad. Yeah.
All right, Chris. You a homer, man.
I just Illinois State.
Yeah, well, yeah. You only saying that because they in the championship game. You wouldn't be
And because
saying
I
that they
went
would have
there.
got knocked out of. I think
What
I think Montana State gonna win though.
they favored by what? 10 and a half. We 10,
Well,
10 and a
yeah,
half
well,
point
yeah, they
dogs.
gonna
We
win. I
yeah.
don't got no
Yeah, we're
faith in no
underdogs.
written. I don't got no faith in nobody named Rittenhouse. Sorry.
I don't either. I don't either. I don't either. I feel that. But he
But
got
Chris,
36 touchdowns.
yeah, it was a pleasure having you on today, man. And
Appreciate you,
it's
man.
good to see that we got somebody rep Cleveland. We ain't gonna talk about the Guardians and Emmanuel Classe. And again, they both stupid and fools, and they ain't gonna never play in baseball again. End of story.
That's true. I got you, man. Hey, I'm gonna have you come on my show soon, man.
When you gonna have a show, Chris?
I don't assume. Just watch. I'm gonna have you come on